Actually looks like he's gonna go for drums perhaps first, which I've seen quite a bit in both
This is going
Chinese
to
and
be it. They get a
European.
stomp here onto the Storm Spirit. He can't zip out yet. They do have the lockdown. They may end up losing the Lion on the back lines. It's going to be a glimpse back as Lion, he could be taking down here. One more trap from the Thunderstrike will do it. The first blood goes out as Lions goes through on the back lines. Storm Spirit was able to get the kill on the Elder Titan, so it's going to be an 0 for 2. As duobao, they took that initiation, but ended up dropping a lot for it. They really wanted the Storm, but in the end, his team was there to back him up.
And Fairy Fire, good item too. The time walk is right there, so even if they do commit anything, they're very afraid that if they don't kill them, they'll just kind of lose everything that they went for, and they might lose a couple ultimates, especially the Omni Slash, so makes sense.
Alright, Ursa tries to go through, tries to break TPs, but won't be successful as there is going to be a hasted up Storm Spirit with a decent chunk of mana. That's not really a catch you're going to get, sorry Ursa. On the backlines, Juggernaut goes through, ends up getting the kill on the tower as well as the Void. So that is just this overall big success for the Jug at this point. He's now got himself 1700 gold, and we're going to see what his first item will be. It could be a Blink.
And that was the caster jinx there. We're talking about how he wasn't getting an uncontested free farm, he wasn't getting the early kill, so he gets a kill and a tower kill.
Disruptor with that YOLO kinetic field looking for a fence around himself, but not going to be enough. Disruptor still goes down, and that's going to be Disruptor's second kill, or rather second, even just onto the Lion could be a great way to show off this lasso. But they're going to be looking for more here. They do scout out that Ursa's under his tower, and they really, really want the spare before he has the chance to go for Aegis, and looks like they will get him. They go through, they get the drag. There's a Static Storm as well, holding him in, doing the maximum DPS that they have. They bring in the spin. There's no chance he gets out alive, so they will get the kill on the Ursa. Meanwhile, Alchemist did get a kill on the Storm Spirit. So 1-for-1 trade. That's going to be pretty even globally. I guess it does end up favoring, you know, slightly duobao.
Yeah, I think they definitely many of these fights. He's 0-0-1. I'm not really sure what's going on right now. The CM game that he played last game was just so impactful. He's all over the map, making kills, making space.
They get the drag onto the Ursa. They go in with an Omni Slash. It is going to be split amongst two targets. They rotate in, glimpse back, as finally the line does go down. Now Ursa, he's popped into his ulti form. He's not taking a whole lot of damage, but eventually it has to end, and he will fall to the grave. So Newbee.Young, they get exactly what they came for, and it looks like they will be able to exert pressure onto the tier 2 as well.
Yeah, now the Vengeful Spear slowly makes that they need him to do a lot more right now. He's got that nice net worth lead, but it just doesn't translate to a whole lot.
Blink Lasso is online. They're looking for some sort of pick here. They will go through. Time Dilation comes out. So Batrider going to be not at his full capabilities. There is going to be a destroyed tower. Faceless Void finally gets the tower he worked all game for, but he's going to get dragged back. He's going to get Static Stormed up and will get picked out. So it's going to be tower traded for 2 heroes, including the Void, who had been having, you know, quote-unquote free farm, but it wasn't really reflecting in his items anyway.
No, and that's the unfortunate part too.
Now that no one's up top, are they going to rotate towards mid? There's a TP in from the Batrider, who does have the lasso. This is going to be an ambitious kill that they go for. They will be going through. They've got that Firefly Batrider. There's going to be the Earth Splitter coming back on through, doing a ton of damage. They hex him up. Do they have any sort of lockdown for him? Looks like the Batrider is still alive on the back lines. Void, he drops. This is looking so good for Newbee.Young. If they can get out of this without losing anything. Now they are going to bring the Batrider back in with a fraction of his health. They go in, they get the zip onto Sober. He's trying to stomp, but he will just drop. Looks like SCCC is going to be sleeping up, looking at the corpse of the Elder Titan that once was. And in the end, it's going to be 1,000 gold swing in favor of Newbee Youth on an initiation. It's going to be the lasso still on the money. They will bring back the Alchemist, but he's got that Chemical Rage, and unless they bring in a whole big chunk of damage, they are in for a world of hurt. Now the Unstable Concoction goes through. His Alchemist just wants to fight out the Disruptor once again, zoning with the Kinetic Field. Gonna be fire flying up as, Alchemist could be in some trouble here, trying to like reach that up the best he can, but looks like he may end up falling. Will end up burning down to the Batrider. Juggernaut was there if they needed the extra bit of damage, so Alchemist take it out while he had the Radiance, while he had the Armlet, while he had the Chemical Rage. That is certainly unfortunate. Since then, the Void has kind of been a liability more than a initiator.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Aegis is just about to expire. They got about a minute left with it too, so really haven't been able to make much out of this. Maybe they can take the T1 mid, perhaps, before it expires.
Once again, for the second time in 2 minutes, take it out. His Chemical Rage ends, and he's just completely flimsy after that. The Armlet, I mean, it can be sliced through like butter with these heroes, and now Storm Spirit's got 14 charges in the Bloodstone. Looks like he's going to go for the Orchid as well. Should have it up very well timed, and Juggernaut, he's finished off the Battle Fury, he's got another 1500 gold. There is going to be a spin under the Chrono, so Void actually has to leave. There's going to be a stop here, will catch out a decent amount of heroes. Now Juggernaut gets the kill on the Faceless Void, who went for the initiation in the first place. Adong is going to get ripped apart too. This is looking miserable. I wouldn't be surprised to see a GG at maybe even the tier 2s, because duobao, they picked a lineup that needed to get on early, needed to excel. The Ursa needed to be
on that, it would just change everything. But they just
Dip
haven't
Sap in. They were waiting for the Ursa to separate before they go in. There is going to be a nice unstable concoction. That is a long ass concoction. Will eventually connect on the back lines. There will be a stomp. Does it connect onto a bunch of heroes? Only the Storm. There's going to be a swap back. Adong will get picked off. Just stuck between a rock and a hard place. And there is going to be an Earth Splitter coming back out. Myrrh going to be a little bit of damage there, but nothing she can't deal with. They get the Lion, they don't lose anything in return. That Storm Spirit play was just beautifully cheeky, baiting out the Ursa, waiting for him to come up and scout out what's going on, and then as soon as you leave the support alone, that's when you initiate. There's going to be a static storm. They do get a nice drag here, so they will secure the kill in the Void as well. Dying with Chrono up. He can't get it off. He can't use it. Nafante's ult will expire, and so will he. There's going to be a stomp, and I think that stomp is just symbolic for the entire game here. As Newbee.Young, they came in, they showed their power, they drafted a lineup they were very comfortable with time and time again, and this is going to be it. A tier 2 going in their favor. Kill score is 6 and 21, but the overall net worth going to be ticking down towards 10,000 now at 22 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm too scared to even look at the graphs at this point. It's just been a slow and painful spiral downward.
Absolutely, and I mean, if these racks go down, duobao don't have a great counter push lineup. I mean, they got the Radiance, but there's only so much Alk can do. Now they are going to go through, it's a monster kill streak onto the Lion, who just hasn't had the easiest time here. That is his 7th death, 0-7-3 on that little Hell Beast, and he's having some struggles. I think duobao, they're just going to tap out here. Good game, well played, comes out as there's no hope for a turnaround. So Newbee.Young, they are going to take the series in a 2-0 fashion. duobao, they came in a little bit frazzled, a little bit fragmented, and didn't execute that cleanly. Any final thoughts about the game?
I think Newbee.Young definitely had the more talented line.